Prime Minister, other members of the Forum, I send you greetings from the UK, where we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of Small is Beautiful by Ernst Fritz Schumacher. He is by many thought to be the first proponent of sustainable development. Our world system, as you know, is in crisis, and the symptom of this crisis is the continuous rise of CO2 in the atmosphere. There was a small blip during COVID, but we are right on track again, despite the Paris Agreement from 2015. Temperature is rising, we have more and more wildfires, extreme weathers and floods, sea level is rising, and economic institutes predict that the exponential growth we have seen in the economy is going to continue, and in the next 13 years, the rise will be doubling from what it is now. The resources that underpin the economy will also double in use, and that, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you as an earth scientist, an expert on natural resource availability, is not possible. This century is the century of peak resources for over 40 resources we have investigated. Therefore, the economy has to change. It can no longer just focus on economic growth. Our system is interconnected, and global risks, therefore, as well. And remember that Kenneth Boulding, an economist, stated in the 1960s, anyone who believes that endless growth is possible in a limited world is either a madman or an economist. It's time that economists learn that exponential growth is not possible. The Wellbeing economy, on the other hand, which is supported by the Wellbeing Economy Alliance that I present here, is an umbrella organization and movement that includes all new economic thinking. It is designed to serve planet and people, put humans and planetary needs at the center of its activities, ensuring that these needs are all equally met. It is not designed to treat economic growth as an end in or of itself, and is not designed to pursue growth at all costs. We do have a common compass, which are the UN Sustainable Development Goals. And you can see here how they are depicted by the Stockholm Brazilian Center, where the biosphere is the foundation. Within that, we can have equitable and prosperous society and build an economy that helps to deliver the goals. So how do we achieve a well-being economy? What are the low-hanging fruits? And here I'm going to talk about only 3. We need to redesign the goals of the economy as well-being of people and planet. But one size doesn't fit all. We could use the framework from John Fullerton to make the economy regenerative. Our current economy is degenerating, as we have already discussed, and is built on reductionist thinking. We need the economy to be regenerative, where we regenerate ecosystems and we regenerate a society and communities. It's not enough to be green, because then we still need a lot of energy and resources. It's better to be sustainable, but that means some sort of equilibrium. But because we have destroyed so much of our ecosystems and social systems, we need to be restorative and regenerative and design the economy based on natural system design and holistic thinking. Or we can look at the economy and do our planning for the future through the donut economics model of Kate Raworth. She cleverly put social needs and the social foundations for societies inside the planetary boundaries model from the Stockholm's Resilience Center, and so that the economy needs to be designed within the donut so that we can restore societies and focus on bringing these overstepping activities within planetary boundaries. This we can do as over 70 cities and communities and countries are doing to date through planning into the future, starting with Amsterdam. And we can also use well-being indicators which have been set by many countries. Here are the indicators for the Netherlands. And Iceland, of course, has such indicators as well. We can protect nature by giving nature rights. This has been done by many countries, from New Zealand to India to Spain to several countries in South America. And there are now over 100 cases in the legal system to protect nature by giving its rights. Because in front of the law, only people and corporations have rights. Nature has no rights, and it is therefore not illegal to destroy nature. We can help us to get there by making it criminal to destroy large ecosystems. This we can do through the Rome Statute. The Rome Statute is the law underpinning the International Criminal Court. It includes genocides, crimes against humanity, war crimes, crimes of aggression, and we would like to propose ecocide to be the fifth. This will complement and strengthen other laws, and it will generate for us a moral baseline to work from. And it's relatively easy to do so. First, one nation or a group of nations can propose ecocide as the fifth crime against humanity and peace. Then we, at the next meeting of the International Criminal Court, half of the nations need to agree, and then the adoption will take place when 2/3 of the 123 nations that have signed the Rome Statute, which makes 82 countries, have agreed, and 1 year after that, ecocide will be ratified as part of the Rome Statute. Then we can take the biggest ecocide perpetrators to court. The third thing we can do is focus on values and the objectives of people, organizations, governments, and society. They need to align. If a government has a policy and the peoples and the organizations behind the government are not aligned, then it's impossible to achieve the goals. Gus Beth from the UN Development Program said once, "I used to think the top environmental problems were biodiversity loss, ecosystem collapse, and climate change. But I was wrong. The top environmental problems are selfishness, greed, and apathy. And to deal with those, we need a spiritual and cultural transformation." And we scientists and lawyers, he's also said, because he is a lawyer, do not know how to do that. But we can learn from organizational development methods. For example, Amkara has been working with organizations and institutions to align objectives and values of people. And they have used the 5 Ps model to achieve the sustainable development, which involve people, prosperity, planet, peace, and partnerships. Those are the 5 Ps. And with people, there are 5 goals aligned. Prosperity, also 5 goals. Under planet, there are 4 goals. And to achieve these, we can also achieve the number 16 and 17. How do we do that? We can work with people and see what their values are, and then look for the organization or the government and see what their policies are. And if the values of the people and the policies that are supposed to be achieved do not align, then the goals will not be reached. And there are methods to help people to align the individual to the collective. If we do these three things, if we change the rules of the system, then we affect the design, and the rules would then be ecocide law. If we change the goals of the system, we change the intent, and that we can do by setting a new economic paradigm, and we can further support that by developing or aligning the values of people and organizations, and then we can transcend the paradigm and achieve the Sustainable Development Goals and everything else we want to achieve in order to create a better economy. So we can achieve a well-being economy if we focus on aligning values, give nature rights and protect it with ecocide law, redesign the economy to be regenerative and within planetary boundaries, and taken together, we can transcend a paradigm. We can go from the current damaged Earth with endless growth and inequality and social problems and humongous environmental problems to a new economy which is circular, of course, has reached some balance and steady state where we have regenerated society to be equal and at the same time regenerate nature for future generations. This is an economy that focuses on people and planet. Thank you.